Ray is our parenting corner. Welcome. Welcome to our parenting corner. Today we are looking at childhood and experience. Childhood experience. Childhood experience. What are your experience as a child? Childhood is this stage where there's rapid growth, there's changes in the body. The child is growing mentally, socially. I think childhood is the best stage in life because you enjoy this kind of freedom. There's this joy. You can run up and down. You can flip your body. You are very flexible. Parents shower a lot of love to you. So we're looking at childhood experience, and we say childhood experience are the events or happenings or situations or interaction during a person's early life stage that helps to shape the person's life. These are experiences or things that happened around you that help to shape or help you to form your value. There are things that have happened within your immediate family or extended family that shaped your person. Welcome. We are looking at childhood experience. Let's allow the children to be children, because you can't return back to childhood. Once you pass that stage, you are past that stage. You can't turn back to it. Welcome. We're looking at childhood experience. Now, there are some things that can steal the childhood of a child. And one of those things is that when there are demise of the parents, it steals the childhood of the child. The child will become moody, the child will become unhappy, and then you are reserved. Another thing that steals the childhood of a parent is when responsibility is placed on a child. It steals the childhood of that child. When a child is made to provide for the family, it steals the childhood of the parents of that child. Another thing that steals the childhood of a child is when there's hostile environment. It steals the childhood of a child. Welcome. We're looking at childhood experience. What are your childhood experience that help to form or shape your value? Now, starting with the negative one, let's quickly run through the negative one. When a child grows up in a family where the father and mother have this endless argument, it tends to affect the childhood of that child. So that child starts to see family life as where endless arguments is seen. A child growing up in a family where he sees the father and the mother fighting, it tends to affect how that child values family growing up. Welcome, blessing. So childhood experience affects the child. When a child sees that the mother is being beaten almost every time, it affects the way the son sees woman or sees girls. He feels that they are punching back. Welcome. It also goes the other way. If the child grows up in a family where the mother tortures the father with meal or with things that she's supposed to do as a woman, it affects the way the child sees men in the society. Welcome. We're looking at childhood experience. Now we'll say when a child grows in a hostile environment, it takes away the childhoodness from the child. Another thing is when there are bad habits. When there are bad habits in the family, let's say the father is a drunkard. Wow, it affects the childhood. It influences how that child forms the value. So whatsoever you are doing, you are looking at living posterity. And so what image or what picture are you subconsciously painting to your child? When a child lives in a family where all the maidens are ill-treated, are deprived of food, are made to work late into the night, they also will grow up to say that any house help that comes around will go through that same route. Welcome. We are looking at childhood experience. When a child lives in a family where he or she is not given opportunity to talk, those early 70s, our parents did not give us opportunity to express ourselves. Even when you are right and you're telling your dad or your mommy that this thing I did, they will say, shut up! And that child will go mute. Even if he's saying something valuable, nobody will believe that child. Welcome. We're looking at childhood experience. What are your experience? Sometimes you are telling the truth to your mom and you say, Mommy, I'm telling you, this is what I did. I did not do this. And your mother seems not to believe you. Those experiences form how that child is being shaped. Welcome. We're looking at childhood experience. Let's flip over to the good side. When a child experiences a peaceful, loving, and understanding home, wow, the child grows up to be a healthy child emotionally, where the woman or the mother is playing her role as the mother, and the father is also doing his part as the father. That child grows up to be a proper child, a whole child. Welcome. We are looking at childhood experience. When the child experiences courage and the father say you can do it, despite seeing that the present result is not what he's expecting, but he still instill that belief that you can do it. It helps to shape the mind, the value of that child. Welcome. We are looking at childhood experience. When a child remember that you create time to play with him or her and they enjoy the time, you shout around, you run around, you tussle the child up and down, it forms that value the child will pass on. But when that child there's no time, I'm busy, it also shapes the child. So we are looking at the positive childhood experience. Remember growing up that our parents will put food in those early 70s on a big tray and ask everybody to eat. And then both the weak one, the smart one, the intelligent, everybody will eat. And then sometimes we'll argue over it, or some will rush, or we'll say, okay, leave it for the small one. All those experiences help to shape the child. What are your experiences growing up? Did your parents take you out? Or was there time they flogged you and that memory did not want to leave you? I remember the cane of my mom, especially my mom. That woman wants to kill me. She will say she's doing that so that my siblings will learn. But that was a tough one for me. Childhood experience. What are your childhood experience? Some people experience deprivation. They will torture them with food. Why there's some lovely family, they don't count food as anything. You want to eat as much as you can eat. Childhood experience. When you deprive a child from play, you are depriving what that child needs to form curiosity, to do try and error and grow with it. Childhood experience. What are your childhood experience? Welcome. Another beautiful childhood experience is taking the child out. Do you take your children out and you say, hey, see that motor that is coming, hey, see that plane, hey, see the other one? These are experience that your child or the children will never forget. As the holidays will soon come, what are the image you want to paint in the mind of your children? Paint it well so that they will live to remember that experience. Have a great week ahead. Bye.